beautiful soul. Welcome to my world and welcome to the Desire More Show. I am Maura Yelvington of Morph Transform Your Reality, where I help you step out of trauma and reclaim your power. And I'm so excited and honored that you're here with me today. If this is the first time you're watching me live, then welcome. This show is all about hosting you. So I open the stage and I allow you to join me live while facilitating the things that are coming up for you, that are sticking you, that are blocking you and preventing you from creating the life that you desire. I've had multiple guests on this show that have scheduled prior, so they show up with me. But if you're watching live and you want to join and you feel like something is really sticking you, just push the button to be added to the live, and I would love to facilitate for you what's coming up for you. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for someone to join the live, if they do, I'm going to share with you a very powerful story that happened to us during vacation, and I think maybe it will bring some light and shine some awareness. I like to say awareness is the nemesis of the subconscious, right? The more we're aware of something, the more we have knowledge of something, the easier it is for us to shift and change it, right? And so the more aware you can be about the things that are sticking you and keeping you stuck, the less stuck, the more space, the more ease you can have in your life. So I'm going to share with you this story. We just got back from a really fun road trip family vacation. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know I have three kids, a 5-year-old, 7-year-old, and a 10-year-old. We decided to go to Idaho. We live in Oregon. We did a road trip to Idaho to an amusement park they have up there called Silverwood. It was really great. We enjoyed every minute. And they're very known for these crazy roller coasters. So my 7-year-old, she is the daredevil, and she was all about these roller coasters. She wanted to do every single one of them, and she wanted to do them all. And as you're driving into the park, you see these like big ones, and they twirl and they twist, and it's like, oh, keep me away from that. That's not my thing. Even though I did a few, I was very proud of myself. There was this one that she saw from the beginning, from when we just drove by the park. It was called the Stunt Pilot. I kept calling it the Stunt Devil, but it was the Stunt Pilot. And she wanted to go on this ride. This was her thing. You know, she was talking about it. She wanted to do it. She was super excited about it, right? And you could see the excitement in her eyes. And this park, they have a water park, and then they have a dry park. And so the first day we went to the water park, and even though we were in the water park, she was all about this. I can't wait to do the Stunt Pilot, and I can't wait to go on that ride. And she was so excited about it. You could really feel it in every ounce of her being, right? So here we are, time to, we went to the water park, did our thing, was amazing. Next day, we did a relaxing day. Third day, this is the day we're going to the dry park. She was up early. I can't wait to go on this ride. I can't wait to do it. Super excited, super hyped up, right? And so we get to the park, we do the rides, but every ride she does, she's like, can't wait to go do this ride, can't wait to do this ride. Okay, so we get to the ride, and me and other two were like, no thanks. My husband, he is all about the rides. He was all about it. And as we go in, there's this seat that you can sit in and kind of see how you're going to fit in this ride, because the way this ride is it doesn't even stop. You have to kind of jump in and it goes. So it just really slows down, and you walk in and it goes up to the ride. And so there's no like stopping, buckling. There's none of that. So you kind of get in and it harnesses you and you go up. Well, she went in, she sat in the seat, the demo seat. She sits in it, she closes it, and suddenly this like fear washes over her face. Now this is after we've done a few roller coasters. So at this point, she's already done like 3 other roller coasters. The thing about this roller coaster in particular is that it was like, you could see that it was very intense, right? And so the minute she sat in that seat, the fear, and she was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And we were like, okay, no problem. Do you want to go check it out? She's like, no, I don't think I want to do this. Okay, let it go. Go walk around the park, do our thing. And it's becoming later in the day. It's becoming close to dark. And and my husband's like, okay, we need to do our last few rides. What do you want to do? She's like, let's go do that again. So him and my other daughter, my 10-year-old, and Noah, her name is Noah, the 7-year-old, they decide to go do the rides. And I stay with my 5-year-old, and we do the littler rides. Either way, we make an appointment to meet at 9 at this little area, the food court area, so we can walk out together. So as we're waiting for them, they show up, and my husband Ray, he's looking at me and he's like, I don't know. And I was like, what's going on? And so they tell me that they decided they went on another roller coaster, and when they were done, they really wanted to do the stunt pilot again. So they went back there. And so they were in line, and Noah was all about it. And then they were waiting in line, and as they were supposed to hop on, she decided she wasn't going to do it. She was going to wait it out. It's like a minute ride. And so the train comes in, or the cart, I don't know how to, the thing you sit in, the chairs, they come in. And so Ray goes on first, and Guy goes in second. And I guess Noah changed her mind. She decided to jump in and do it. Well, as she jumps in and does it, she suddenly freaks out. Like crying and freaking out, like a complete panic attack. And they have to shut the ride out before it's about to go up, right? They're stopping it and taking her out and calming her down and relaxing her. And so they went and did another ride after this just to calm her down and bring her back down from the hysteria that she was in. But what happened was that after that, we left the park, and I could tell that this experience was lingering. Okay, this was a lingering experience. It was holding on, and it was really weighing down on her, and I could tell that her whole being kind of shifted a little bit. And so we went home, I tucked her in, we talked a little bit, ran some body processes on her, helped her kind of shift a little bit. She was in good spirits, but I could tell there was this shift that happened. And when you're really tuned into energy, there's this sense that there's a shift. And so I knew that in order for her to actually embrace this experience, process it fully, be aware of it, and then release it from her body, that if we don't do that, it will cause maybe, phobias or anxiety in the future. And so the next morning, she came and laid in bed with me. She does that a lot early in the morning. She'll just come in bed and lay with me. And so I was doing some body processes on her, processing the trauma, letting it leave the body, releasing it so she can really let go of the experience. So first she really had to, using the tools that I have and the modalities, kind of talk to her through feeling it in the body, releasing it from the body, downloading other feelings and emotions associated with this. So now this memory doesn't have a toll and doesn't create problems in the future. And why was this so important for me to do with her? Because so much of what I deal with my clients has to do with experiences. 90% of the time they happen before you are 9 years old. Now, a lot of these kind of experiences will not trigger a trauma, but a lot of times we will just forget that we were in somewhat of a situation like this, right? And so she might get older and suddenly develop a fear of heights from this experience. This happens, right? Our body starts developing coping mechanisms to help us process our fears and our phobias and the traumas that we experience, because the body had an outer body experience, right? When she jumped into that cart, her body panicked. She had an outer body experience. And so we had to reassure her body that it's safe again. We had to reassure her body that she is going to be okay, that what happened was, a coincidence. It could happen to anybody, okay? But what I want to bring awareness to talking about this is that we experience as children a lot of things that as adults don't seem big. You know, a lot of times my clients come to me like, I didn't have any crazy trauma. I didn't have a bad childhood. I didn't have, abusive parents. I didn't experience, horrible trauma. That's right, and that's valid. But it's almost, the thing is that it's almost like because we didn't experience something horrible in our childhood, we feel like we don't need to look at the things that have been created in our body due to the experiences that we've went through. And even if that experience doesn't seem significant to you as an adult, doesn't mean it wasn't significant to you as a child. And what we are dealing with when we heal trauma is childhood trauma. We heal and clear the childhood trauma that's stuck in the body. And the body doesn't know the difference. The body doesn't know the difference if you're stuck in the past or if you're in the future. And so the more you can go into the body and clear the trauma from the body and release those experiences that are held in the body, the clearer you're going to be, the more space you're going to have, and the more allowance and tolerance you would have to deal with your day-to-day life of what's coming for you, but you also will be a lot more open to receive the things that you desire. You see, people always say like, oh, I'm manifesting and I'm asking the universe, it's not showing up. It's not showing up because you're not open to receiving it. And you're not open to receiving it because you have all these blocks and all these traumas and all these fears that are preventing you from receiving the information and the things that you desire. So, want to play? Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. And just disconnect from everything I just said. Whatever I brought up for you, just let it go. And close your eyes for a minute and take one more breath in. Breathe out. And just connect to your body. You can put your hand on your heart. Just really sink into your body for a minute and ask the body with your eyes closed to show you if there's any hidden trauma, hidden experiences that you haven't been aware of maybe up until now that can come up to your awareness in order to be released. Okay, just ask this question. What is a trauma or an experience that I'm holding on to in my body that's preventing me from receiving now? And just get the information. You can meditate on this. You can write it down and start journaling. A lot of times I have this audio program where I could just start talking. When I ask a question, the information is downloaded. It's received. And I speak it to my phone and it transcribes it for me so I can read it later. Okay, maybe journaling is your thing. So write this on a piece of paper and start journaling everything that comes up without judgment. And let me know what shows up, because I would love to help you release it from your body so you don't have to carry that burden anymore. So if you're interested in that and you want to come live on my show next week, I would love to have you. There's a link in my bio. If you want to do a more personal one-on-one session, I have a link in my bio for that too. Or just a free consultation to get to know each other and see if we're a good fit. I would love to be part of your journey to release these traumas, to create more space and ease for you in your body, to bring to fruition what you really want. May it be the relationship, the person you really want to be with. May you want to be a better role model for your children. Maybe you want more abundance in your life. Whatever it is for you, let's facilitate. Let's find those blocks. Let's find those traumas. Let's clear them from your body so you can live the happy life that you came here to have. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Happy Friday. And what else is possible for you now when you release what you're ready to let go of? Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you Monday.